Alrighty, a very good morning from Pristina here, the capital of Kosovo, and we're going to go have a little look around, see what this city's like. I've got a few things I want to see who we meet along the way, what we do, because this is a city that, to be honest, not anyone really knows anything about. I don't think I know a single person who's been here. It's not a touristy place at all. Very little English from what I've seen has been spoken. It's just a kind of interesting place that's so close to these major tourist sites. Greece, Croatia, Italy. But people just don't really come here. It's haven't they heard of a roundabout? Come on. Some good British road design there. Okay, how do we do this? I'm guessing it's the India strategy of just go. Yeah, there we go. Nice one. Alright, that big US Kosovo flag means if you know one thing about Pristina, one thing about Kosovo, it's probably this. If I can find it, that is. There it is. Bill Clinton Boulevard. Very busy boulevard, and the statue of the man himself, William Clinton. Here it is. Wow. And the man selling watermelons. Nice. So the reason for all of this incredible US patriotism here is because Bill Clinton was the president in 1999 when he authorised NATO forces to intervene in the kind of civil war that was going on with Yugoslavia and the eventual breakup of Yugoslavia at the time. So, without wanting to go too much into the very complicated politics of the area, the Kosovans and the ethnic Albanians were backed by US and NATO coalition forces, and that's why they're so pro-Western and so pro-US, which is just interesting because I'm trying to think of anywhere else in the world that kind of worships their leaders to this extent, or former leaders. Countries that come to mind: North Korea, Turkmenistan, China to a certain extent. They really do idolise, in a way, the United States and what they did for them. And that's why, I didn't know this before I came here, but if we look around the area of the Bill Clinton statue, look, we've got the Miami store, which looks like it's a clothes store, and we've got Hillary over there. Hold up, my friend. Thank you, no worries. Let's have a look over here. It's just all a bit old and dilapidated. And I don't want to be saying that because, again, I didn't come here to make a hit piece or anything like that. This is just kind of what I'm seeing. And that's how it is, Right, I was literally just about to kind of move on from the negatives of this city and go find some positives, which I'm sure there still are. But literally one block behind the Bill Clinton statue I found this, and I thought, if I'm being honest, I have to show you. It's just this car park with an apartment block and some guy blasting the radio, and look, loads of cigarettes that look like they haven't been cleared up for years, and then someone's window, and it's completely full of trash and garbage, clothes, plastic bottles. This is literally one block from the Bill Clinton statue. Can you imagine if this was one block away from the Burj Khalifa or Trafalgar Square? I have to say, these don't look very safe, do they? It's kind of, let's give it a go. There's some kids watching me. Ooh, it works, it's squeaking. Probably not designed to take my weight, so I better get off of them. But just seen this outside the supermarket and no guns. Is it a right to bear arms country, or are they just trying to be so much like America that they just put no gun signs on stuff, because that's what America does. Alright, that is our next stop. It does look stunning, I have to say, it's immaculate. Alright, this is the main way into this stunning building. All I can say is I hope they're building something nice, because being surrounded by diggers and rubble kind of ruins this magnificent building, to be honest. So let's see how we can get up, how this all works. Hello. Okay, good. Yeah, got yeah? Okay, thank you. Well, that's good, because some of the stuff I saw online mentioned that you had to pay to use the elevator. So maybe it's because the guy isn't here, I don't know. I don't think that's the guy. I suppose I'm not complaining. Oh, it's hot. I'm sweating. Wow. I think I'm going to go get some food and drink after this. Okay, I'm still on floor 1. It's taken that long to get to floor 1. Oh, I hope we don't break down in here. Ooh. Still on floor 1. I mean, I suppose there's a giant tower, so there's probably not floors in between. At least I hope that's the case, because I've got no water, boiling hot, no AC in here. Oh, I think we've made it, I think we've made it. It's a stunning view, awesome view, but what's up with all the graffiti? Look at that. It's a church, like stunning building on the outside, and then up here it's just covered in graffiti, writing on the walls. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say that's not a major problem, just because the view is so good. But yeah, definitely if I was in charge of Pristina, this would be one of the first things I fix up, because again, it's one of your main tourist attractions, and it looks up here old, dilapidated, run down. It's a shame, because the outside of the building is stunning. Right, let's head down, see if we can get into the main cathedral, because that looks stunning from what I've seen. And hopefully that hasn't got graffiti, I'm sure. And that wouldn't have graffiti, I think. I'm going to talk quietly in here because obviously you don't want to disturb anyone. But the inside of here is immaculate. It's impressive. Just fix the tower upstairs. Then all will be good. That's something I've never seen before. Look, someone's flying a drone. Okay. I'm not sure that's allowed. I don't know. It's just not what I expected to see. Right, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty. We're on the main kind of street. I saw lots of stalls and carts with all sorts of various stuff, so let's go see what we can find. Anything quirky, anything unique, I think would be a good shout. But also I am starving, so I've got to enjoy it as well. I spotted something I like. Quite excited. Let's go. Let's see if it's what I think it is. Got some corn. Hello. Could I have one corn and a slushie? Is that okay?
Sushi?
Yeah, slushie. The
One corn.
Yeah, one corn. Yeah.
Big?
Yeah, big. Hot. Ooh, that's great. Thank you. How much is that?
2 euro, 3 fire.
2 and 3. Okay. 5. Do you have change at all?
Yes.
I'm sorry, because that's all I've got. Okay, thank you. I could have sworn I had more cash than that, but at least he's got change, so we're alright. I know this isn't a local thing, but look, it's kind of done in a nice way. Kind of when they have corn places like this in kind of London and stuff, they're all kind of proper carts, not really done in this kind of rustic coal burning way. It's brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you, boy.
Right. Alright, okay. Found these steps just off of the street. His cart was just over there. Which... why is there not seating? It's the number one thing I hate about street food places, and this isn't a Pristina problem. It's an everywhere problem. You have all these street food carts and nowhere to sit. You just end up in these random places like steps in a car park. And just kind of a bit of litter again. Hey ho. Anyway, let's I think I'll have the slushy first because I'm thirsty. Here's the spot though, wow. Another bit of Brit law is that they always had these at bowling alleys. Does anyone remember that? Like the, you know, birthday party when you're 9 or 10. Bowling alley, slush puppy. Alright, let's try this cob now. That's alright. Bit chewy, but you know, got a price paid. Let's see if it fills me up, and if not, I'll have to maybe go get something else. But really looking forward to walking along this street as well. There's just so many market stalls and vendors, and I love that kind of stuff. So. Right, I'm starting to realise why there's so much litter in this city. Because I'm in the centre of the city with my eaten corn on the cob and slush puppy looking for a bin, which is harder than it looks. There ain't many around. Ooh, is this one? Or is that for cigarettes? If it's an ashtray and not a bin, it'll be few. Yeah, no, it's an ashtray. That is for cigarette ash only. Very bulky. Very bulky. So I kind of don't want to be walking around with this corn that makes me look like I'm a bunny rabbit. Okay, I found a bin, I think, and just so happens to be on the way to the library, which was one of the stops I wanted to make today. Anyway, so that's good. Let's see if this is a bin and not an ashtray. Okay, so we've got this overflowing plastic bin, all of their big bins, and then we've got this, which is the bin, but there's nothing in it. There's no bag or anything. It's just a wooden crate. So I think, yeah, These are actually all for businesses, technically, but it's either that or litter, and I don't want to litter, so in you go, corn. More bins, Pristina. Come on. Anyway, so here is the National Library, which has an incredibly unique architecture. I hope that's not what I think it is, but I think it is. Lovely. Okay, so here we have the National Library and some flags outside, the usual suspects for Kosovo. We've got Kosovo, Albania, the US, the EU, NATO, and I'm not sure which one at the end that is. It's not really windy enough to see it either. My guess would be some sort of city flag, perhaps, if anyone knows what it is from that. So, the National Library here in Pristina has frequently been included on lists of top 10 ugliest buildings in the world. I think it looks pretty cool. It's just a bit different. There's these little kind of domes on the top right there, and there's no official explanation as to what they are. Some claim it's supposed to look like the brain. It's a library, font of human knowledge. Some think it's supposed to look like a traditional Albanian cap, which the Serbian government wasn't very happy about. I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but I have to say, I think calling it one of the ugliest buildings in the world isn't fair. Okay, a little bit uglier on the side, I'll admit, but only because of more the concrete kind of flooring. But come on, top 10 ugliest in the world? I've seen 10 uglier buildings today. Anyway, there's some strange sort of satellite dishes, I think. What on earth is going on over here? Okay. The Pilsi Informative, okay, installed in 2018. That's nice. But what is it? I don't think they're actually satellites. They're like a drum. Is this supposed to be some sort of musical instrument? Is this to play? Wait. Ooh, that one's deeper. I think it is, you know. Does this one make a different sound? Yeah. Different pitches. So, there's probably 20, 30 odd dishes. 2 hands each. You know, you get 10 of your mates down here, you could have a right blast of this. That'd be quite fun, actually. Shame I don't have any friends. So I've just spotted this church behind me. Had a quick look on Google Maps to see, you know, if it's worth going to. It's not on there. It's not on Apple Maps either. It's just, there's no trace of it. I can't work out what it's for. The only thing I could find was like a picture quite abandoned, but no name, no information, nothing like that. Now, I was going to go have a little sneaky peek, but there's a man over there sitting behind a dumpster bin trash thing, huge one. So I don't think I want to disturb him. Maybe I can get around the back, I don't know, because I mean, it's gated off where he is anyway, so maybe he lives there. We're gonna see if we can find a way to get a better look at this. What is this abandoned building doing right in the centre of the city? It's bizarre. It's proper falling apart as well. I wouldn't want to stay near this for too long. Huh. Does anyone know what the story of this is? Because from my quick research just now, I can't find a name for it, I can't find anything. It's all locked up. Let's have a look, shall we? Just poke my camera through there. Just looks very old and abandoned, doesn't it? It's fascinating. I do love looking at stuff like this. Just wonder why. Why did they deem this wasn't worth maintaining, worth keeping? Because right in the middle of the city, religious monument, they usually are quite high up the priority list. Just sitting here in a kind of overgrown, barren field. I think the more and more I walk around this city, it is growing on me, definitely. I think it's just a lot poorer than... I mean, I knew it was a poor city, but I think I've never been to a capital that actually feels poor. I've been all around Europe. I think Chisinau in Moldova is one that's frequently cited as being a very poor city, and that pristine, really well done, and it used to not be. So I hope Pristina can have the same transformation that Chisinau did, because honestly that went from being an awful rundown city to be honest, one of the nicest places I've been in Europe. Maybe I should go back there and make a video. And I do think Pristina will do the same. I think it will get there. I'd imagine it's a combination of just being quite a poor part of Europe anyway, combined with its limited international recognition. Just means that they can't. They just don't have the funding to fix these things that I think they know need fixing, but that they just can't afford to do because the money has to be spent on more pressing issues, I suppose. Who knows? It's a fascinating place, this. Yeah, I mean, just all debris and overgrown. It really is a fascinating city. I think I'll save my final thoughts for later on, but it depends what you're into. If you're kind of more into these quirky places, or whether you're just a normal tourist. Right, this is what we want. Market Street, bustling with people. Bustling, a bit strong of a word. It's pretty busy. Let's see what we got. Honey, fruit, Fruit, lots of fruit. Got some rugs, beads. See what kind of deals we can get. There's got to be some good stuff through here somewhere. Just got to look. Fridge magnets. I will want some fridge magnets. More rugs. What always makes me laugh about places like this is that so many of them sell the same thing. Sell something different, and you'll get some business. But they don't sell the same thing. Honey again, fruit again. That one looks unique. Dashni organic, something organic. Don't know what organic, but it's organic. That's good. What have we got here? More fruit. Some sort of chili thing. More fruit. And wouldn't be the Balkans without some lovely alcohol. Just sitting out in the open on the main street. Kid could come past, grab it, take it back to all his mates. I think he's the coolest kid. Don't do that. Ooh. So, when I was talking about the Albanian caps earlier, that is what I meant. Is that the domes on the library can look like that. Got some fridge magnets, books, ukulele. It's probably not a ukulele, that's probably really offensive what I just said. Let's see, I think there's more down here. Maybe it's just lots of people walking, I don't know. Come on, there's got to be something that's just like, you see it and you go, that's it, that's the thing. There's not as many market stalls along here. It is very nice and pedestrianised though, very walkable. Kind of the first real taste that I had of this city. Kind of a world away from that highway that we started out on. So, let's go. Oh, we got some more America themed stuff. So what's over here? An American donut with friends. Garfield, donut Garfield. So apparently the donut Garfield is the kind of swirly, crisp thing. And we've got Shrek. So, turns out America has three things. Shrek, Garfield, and Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's it. That's apparently their most well-known cultural exports. Enough to make it onto this food cart, where they definitely paid the rights to use those copyrighted images. Oh, it's nice down here though. Look, we got cobbled street, lovely outdoor dining. Look at this, full of life. This is what I mean. If more of a city was like this, it'd be a magnet for tourists. But it's not. It's the first street like this. It's amazing. Right, come on, Pristina. You've just proven that you know exactly how to do it. That is no different than any other touristy European city. Make it like that, then you're onto a winner. Got another nice street though, see? It just goes from nice to not so nice. Look at this. Wow. See, look at that. That was really nice. This is definitely, if you're going to come to Pristina, this is the bit to stay around. It's definitely lovely, green. Haven't seen much greenery here at all. That street, very nice. Okay, right, we're back onto the market street that seems to be running out of market stalls. So, see if we can find anything. If not, then on to the next thing. Okay, got some more stalls going on. Got some kind of artwork as well. It's telling children to read books, which, I mean, yeah, that's good, but I don't think 8-year-old Jordan would have agreed. I'm not sure. I love how these kind of governments and education boards and whatnot think that by doing something like that, they're suddenly going to make kids enthusiastic about reading. It doesn't work like that. I don't know, you're going to have to turn it into some sort of video game. I don't know, even that's about it. Some sort of kind of very short attention span type game, you know. Something like reels. Make your books into reels, perhaps, that you swipe each page every 5 seconds. That would work for my attention span too. Right, I think I found a market stall selling fridge magnets for... It's my one mandatory buy whenever I'm somewhere new is a fridge magnet. Everything else can wait. Not normally into the toy stuff. Hello. Do you have a one in a wrapper at all, or just those ones? So, like, is there this one that in... Is there one with the...
KOSOVO.
Yeah, with the words. So is there one that has the writing?
Yeah, Sule. No, sweet.
Okay. I'll take this one, that's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Ja, dann gibt es ja nur das und das Rote.
That's great, thank you. Alright, so there's a kind of another example of not very great English proficiency here, which again you shouldn't expect it, but that is the most touristy kind of thing I could buy is a fridge magnet. So anyway, we got the one without the name on it, but it'll do because honestly I've seen 2 or 3 fridge magnets. Oh, there's gonna be a load down here now, isn't there? Wonder if they do refunds. Just kidding. Yeah, the most touristy thing, the stuff that shop was selling. So just shows how few tourists there are, you know? I'm probably one of the few English speakers she meets every day, week, I don't know. Oh, this does look interesting. Let's have a look over here. Got all sorts of jewellery, some purses, t-shirts. I'm not sure if I've got names on it. US flags. Isn't that typical? Second I buy one, loads of fridge magnets. It's funny how that works, isn't it? Oh well. I'm still happy with the one I've got. Right, now time to play Kosovo crossing chicken. Is this BMW going to stop? No. Van stops. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. It's traffic laws, I suppose, are a suggestion here, rather than you must do that. Kind of the opposite of Germany. Right, over here we have got one of the most famous Pristina landmarks. And by that I mean almost nobody you know would have heard of it, but I'm sure some travel geeks would have. So this is the Newborn Monument. Now this was put up the day that Kosovo declared independence. So they already had it built. So I was 7 at the time, so I couldn't tell you whether it was kind of a known thing that was always going to happen or not. But what I do know is that it's repainted every single year. I'm not sure what this year's one symbolises, I'll be honest. We've also got some political stuff up here, let's have a look. Unrecognised since 2001 Kosovo. Okay, I think that's some sort of computer-based kind of thing where I suppose every company in the world has this problem where what do you put down as a country and what don't you, because you're never going to please everyone. Take a nice seat in the O. I had that when I booked my flights here. One of the websites I was looking at, they listed it as Pristina, Serbia, which is one of those situations where I don't know enough to take sides, and whatever they put is going to cause offence. Right, I've just been having a very strange case of Groundhog Day because I was walking what I thought was the right direction. I thought, I've seen this before, same companies, same monuments, everything. Like, look, we've got the exact same book again. And back there had that Garfield American food stall, same bookshops, everything. So I was like, well, I haven't been here. I had to check the map. I was like, I'm definitely haven't been here. So the only thing I can conclude is that each end of this main kind of pedestrianised shopping street is almost exactly the same. Like, exactly the same. Really weird feeling. I was like, no, I'm not going to check my map. I thought, I'm going to do this without my map. A little challenge. But I got to the point where I'd seen so many things that I've already talked about. I was like, am I going crazy? But no, it's just the same. It's the exact same. Which is good if you like Garfield, Alvin and the Chipmunks, and who was the other one? Garfield, Alvin and the Chipmunks. I can't remember. Oops. Alright, we'll come back to the main street a few hours later now, see what it's like in the evening. I have to say, it's popping off, it's banging. got, I think, a live music stage up there. Let's go have a look. Super busy. Just a proper nice, energetic vibe. So let's see if we can go find something cool. I'm quite hungry actually. Let's see if we can find some food. So it kind of looks like some sort of beer festival, like you've got all these tables everywhere and loads of different, almost German style kind of huts. Not really seeing food though, it's more of an alcohol thing, which is fine, but I'm hungry. Imagine, this is really cool later at night. Imagine this on a weekend as well. It's a Tuesday at the moment, so... Is it live music? It's a shame I'm leaving tomorrow, because this is a Tuesday night, and it's busy, it's energetic. Imagine what it's like Friday at the weekend. But there was no food there, all alcohol, so I thought about it. And I gotta get up really early tomorrow morning for my flight, and I don't want to be hungover. I don't want any sort of problems, especially as the flights out of here at this time of year are insanely expensive. No alcohol tonight, but I do have one more food thing which I really wanted to show you, and the lack of food there kind of gives me the chance to have a proper meal from this place and see what it's like. I think I'm intrigued. Got the mosque there, all nicely lit up next to busy road. What road isn't busy in this city? I think I made a mistake not focusing more on the evening here. I think I'm definitely going to have to make a return visit, which is fine because there is quite a few more things I want to see and do in this area, and it just gives me an excuse, doesn't it, to come back. You know what, I like this city now. I think at the beginning of the day I wouldn't have said that. I thought it was dilapidated, run down, and to some extent I still do, but the buzz, the energy, the people, I think this city has a lot of potential. And depending on what kind of tourist you are, depending on what your interests are, I think this could be a worthwhile visit, especially if you combine it with some other places around Kosovo and the region. I think that would maybe make it a worthwhile trip. Now, I'm not saying to rush and book your flights here if you haven't been to Paris or Barcelona, you know, like this isn't tourist like that, but it's pretty decent, especially in the evening. Fantastic buzz around the place. Like, compare this to somewhere in the US downtown at this time of day, with the exception of New York, LA, and maybe a few other places. They'd be dead, they'd be empty, ghost towns, nothing. This, it's got energy, it's got character. So, really interesting how my views have shifted. Okay, the last thing on our day in Pristina, we've got Heb's fried chicken. Now, my Airbnb host said that this is a complete kind of knockoff of KFC. I think they have branches in Albania and Kosovo. There's a map of them here. I think that's just Kosovo. So let's see, because I quite like KFCs, but the reviews for this place are awful. 2.8 stars on Google. So maybe it's a branch problem, or maybe it's just people being picky. So let's go in, get something, and Yeah, see what it's like. Hello. Look at that, the friend deal, is it? What? The friend deal, I think it's called. That one? No, is that online? Okay. Could I have the double onion burger?
Double crispy onion burger. Anything else?
Oh no, that's it, thank you.
Here or take away?
Take away.
This is your order number.
Okay.
When it's ready, show smell white screen and red color.
Okay, thank you. Alright, chicken acquired. Took a while in the end. Quite a few people came in as well, so it's what it is, I suppose. But let's take this back to the crib and see what it's like. Alrighty, I thought I'd show you the Airbnb and how much it is. So it's just off of that main road down this rather spooky alley at night. I'll be honest, I haven't been along here at night yet. So and then come around here through this little gate. We got Winnie the Pooh. We got this lovely courtyard. Sorry, I'm talking quietly because I think my host family are having dinner, and I am just up these stairs. I've got this little table, wonderful view in this quiet little courtyard. Lovely sound of cicadas as well. It's just a really nice kind of vibe. So let's get in, give this food a try. Right, welcome to my crib. My wonderful Airbnb here in Pristina. Let's give you a little tour. MTV crib style. So, this is the living area. So we've got sofa, washing machine, kitchen, fridge, TV, smart TV, so it's all hooked up to all the usual stuff. Lovely comfortable sofa, which I may have fallen asleep on earlier. Through here, just a little kind of storagey area. Got the bathroom through there, you don't need to see that. And then the bedroom here. Hello. AC in this room and the room out here. So very impressed, to be honest, and this was, when I booked it, around about £20 a night. So what's that? 28-ish US dollars? Maybe a bit more, but very good price for all this space as well. Like, honestly, I could live here. It's a nice place. Right, let's give this Hebs, McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, hybrid, whatever a go, and see if it's worth those 2.8 stars on Google. Thinking about it, like the KFCs around me also are quite lowly reviewed, so I think it normally has to do more with the wait times and the cleanliness and stuff rather than taste of the food. But let's see. Let's see. This is the biggest kind of fast food chain in Kosovo, possibly Albania as well. So everything we got here as a meal cost €6 in total. Which, thinking about it, is strange because I was originally going to get the meal for two, and that was €6.50, and that came with 2 burgers, 2 drinks. So I'm not sure why it's €6 for one person, but who knows. Still pretty cheap if you compare that to elsewhere. So we've got ourselves Coke. That's not going to vary, is it? Burger and the fries. Let's give the fries a go first. See what they're like. So, here we are. Again, I get McDonald's vibes because they're all skinny very similar looking. In fact, I'd say identical looking. They taste like McDonald's fries. Incredibly similar. In fact, if you gave me some of these back home, I'd say it's McDonald's. But good. Now, got what says beef burger, but that isn't actually what I ordered fully, so let's just see this right. Okay, it's right. So here we go. Now I got the double onion burger was what it was called. Nicely presented. Which I thought kind of meant you got maybe 2 patties or 2 kind of double the amount of kind of shredded onion, but I have a funny feeling it's just 2 onion rings. Was the difference between the single and the double, because if we look in here, it doesn't look very double to me. It's just chicken actually, it's not beef, so the box is wrong. And so I'm going to find some to show you. Just lots of shredded onion at the bottom. So let's give this a go. Very good. Very tender. Yeah, it's good. Just going to finish this and then round off what I think about Pristina. Okay, so Pristina. Mixed emotions. I think, in my opinion, definitely improved as the day went on, and in the evening the atmosphere is pretty good. But it isn't better than other cities, and it's got more problems. So what I would say is visit if you are into kind of slightly off the beaten track places. It's very cheap once you're here, and I'm sure there's a lot more to do in the rest of Kosovo and surrounding areas. But if you're just a normal tourist who likes to go and see major tourist attractions, it's not really that kind of place. Right, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This was my first go at making one of these travel vlogs. It's been something I've been meaning to do for a while, and thought this is quite a good place to do it. So please let me know some feedback in the comments, because I know there's things from doing this today that I need to work on. So if you did enjoy, all the usual YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, I'm sure you've heard it a million times by now. And got India planned in a few weeks' time. Got a month travelling around India and Bangladesh, and I think that would be insane. I think that would be some mad stuff. So stay tuned if you want to watch that. All the best. See you in Mumbai.